Assalamualaikum. I am Muhammad Yazimi from Group 7, and we will present about how students manage their time for online and distance learning (ODL).
Okay, I will introduce to you my group member. The first one is Muhammad Afif Jazimin bin Wahid Ali Hitam, and this number metric is 2020 858 398. And next is Muhammad Zakwan Amar bin Azizan, and his number metric is 2020 611 314. Okay, next is me, Muhammad Mustaqim bin Ruslan, and my number metric is 2020 8910314. And the last one is Muhammad Akmal Azim bin Ahmad Zuhaidi, and his number metric is 2020 454 914.
The presentation with the explanation of the topic. The population that was aimed for this survey is the students of UiT and Perlis that are experiencing the online classes. Next, the statistical term that is used in the case study is sample survey, which involves a population sample that has been chosen and asked to answer the same set of questionnaire of specific topics. Next, the type of data collected is primary data, as the data obtained from the respondents directly. Furthermore, the level of measurement that is being used is nominal scale. It is the most suitable scale of measurement for the study conducted by us, since the data into the categories and the frequency of each category in the survey will be counted. Then the topic given for us is how the students manage their time for online classes. The reason why the topic is being chosen to is to find out about the students' opinion and reference on online classes that are being conducted during the later global pandemic, which is COVID-19. The online classes are being conducted to prevent the spread of the virus, since it can be spread either by direct or indirect contact with the infected ones or contaminated surfaces. Thus, the students were experiencing different kind of situation while having online classes, as all of them come from different backgrounds and have different environments when the classes were being joined by them. These are some of the objectives for the studies, which are to find out the preference of the students by the type of platform the classes are being carried out, to find out the effectiveness of ODR towards the students, to find out the preference of students on where the ODR classes are most suitable to be carried out at, to find out the students' view towards the ODR process, to find out the easier learning method for the notes to be taken by the students, to find out how this time spent by the students for the online classes, to find out the preference of the student and how the exam to be carried out, to find out the preference of the student on which platform the online exams and tests should be carried out at, to find out how long the students can stay focused in the class without any break, to find out either the students revise after the class or not, to find out the telecommunication service that provide the best service for the students to join the online classes, and to find out the internet connection situation of the students. Then I will continue the presentation with sampling technique used. The type of sampling technique used is stratified sampling technique, which is one of random sampling techniques. Sampling technique divides population of the study into groups, which known as strata. Strata are subgroups that are homogeneous and heterogeneous internally with each another one. For example, gender, age, and current semester. The advantage of this sampling technique is it ensures the representative of each stratum will be available, which allowing to analyze each subgroup, and different data collection method can be used for different strata. However, it can be costly if the strata have to be created. Next, I'll present the data collection method for this study. The method that was used is self-administered questionnaire, which also known as online survey. The sample for this study is 50 students of your temple list that were chosen randomly to answer the questions from various faculty. The questionnaire consists of two sections, which are section A, which consists of questions of background of respondents, and section B that have questions that is related to the topic given. The questionnaire is being distributed by sharing the link of the Google form through the WhatsApp.
So this presentation will be continued with data analysis and result based on our survey done. For the first data is educational level among the student. Through this pie and bar chart, we can see the highest educational level that answer this question is diploma level. The total student of diploma level educational is 55. It is also indicates a few levels education of degree that answer the question. Lastly, we can see that the total of degree student is 3. On this slide shows current semester of student. We have students from semester 1 until semester 6. The highest that answered this question is semester 4 that total 40, whether the lowest semester student that answered the question is semester 6 that total only 1%. On the next slide shows the data on how many students prefer to ODL than face-to-face. The total students that prefer ODL is 35, whether the total students that prefer face-to-face is 11. From the data, also have students that do not know to prefer ODL or face-to-face. Finally, we can conclude that total students that confuse ODL or face-to-face is 12. The following slide shows the data collected on how many students said that ODL can increase their understanding in subject. Total student that said yes to the question is 23 and the total student that cannot increase their understanding is 18. It is also have data that student cannot decide ODL can increase their understanding or not and the total is 17. From this data collected, many students prefer home for having ODL. The answers provided are college, home, library and cafe. The highest place students prefer having the ODL classes is home and the total is 37, whether the lowest place student prefer having the ODL classes is library and the total is 0. From the data also have students prefer at college and the total is 19. Next, the data collected about how many students enjoy the ODL process. So, total students that enjoy the ODL process is 40 and total students that answered no or not enjoy the ODL process is 8. Lastly, it is also shows students that confused to enjoy ODL process or not and the total is 10.
So this is the pie chart and the table of the number of students that enjoy ODF process. From the data collected, we can see the student enjoy the ODF process. Total student that enjoy the ODF process is 40. Total student that answer no or not enjoy the ODL process is 8 students, and from the data collected we also have the student that confused to enjoy ODL process or not, and the total is about 10 students. So here we have the pie chart graph and the timetable of ODL is a easier learning method to take note. From the data collected, many students said ODL easy learning method to take note, and the total of the student that said yes to this question and the answer is yes for 26 students, and also have students prefer face-to-face is easy learning method, and the total of the student is 16. Uh, Also have answer that students said both as easy learning method to take easy learning method to take note, and the total student is about 13. So the best telecommunication service for online class, we have a few of tele, telecommunication service in Malaysia. We have Celcom, Digi, Maxis, Umobile, Unify, Yes, and Twin Talk. So for the explanation of the pie chart, graph, and table from data collected, the best telecommunication for online classes is Celcom, and the total student that prefer Celcom is about 33 students prefer the Celcom as a best telecommunication service for online class. So Celcom is the highest student choose, and the total is 33, and TwinTalk is the lowest student choose, and the total is only one student. So here we have a pie chart, graph, and table for the question about does the internet connection problem usually occur. So my explanation about this graph by chart is from data collected, many students answer yes to the internet connection problem usually occur, and the total is 36, and only 8 students that said no to the internet connection problem usually occur. And so seldom, the student that answer seldom is about 14 students. So this is the pie chart graph for the and table for the question that about do you this providing with high speed unlimited free is a good idea. So what I can say to you, all of students said yes to this question, because from data collected, all students agree to provide with high speed unlimited free is a good idea to student. Total student that said yes to this question is 58. So here we have a pie chart and table for the question. It's a good idea to move to residential college to solve the internet problem. So from the data collected, many students said yes to move to residential college to solve the internet problem, and the total student that said yes and agree to this idea is about 26 students, and also have students that said no to this idea, and the total student that said no, not agree to this idea to move to residential college to solve the internet problem is about 13 students. The total the answer maybe is 20 students, because they're still confused to stay at home or to stay at residential college.
Okay, for the last one is conclusion. Okay, for the conclusion, after accomplishing this assignment, we have observed how the student manage their time during the online distance learning or ODL. It has been proven that the students perform on managing their time has a good relationship with the students' time management quality and quantity. From the analysis of the Google form, we can justify that many students like to do online learning because it easier and can save many time to do something else like revision or other things. We strongly believe that students should focus more on their studies rather than wasting their time on trivial method. method. However, during this ODL, it is suggested that students should use their time wisely and manage their tasks and assignment. It is because there are many things that can disturb their learning process. This will make them do not focus in class during ODL. Moreover, students should make a prioritized plan on their studies so they will not get left behind and always catch up in studies even though students have other things to do while they are at home. Okay, they all from us. Thank you.